Arsenal Fan TV, you must have been happy tonight. I mean, what a fantastic performance. Discipline. Yeah, he's looking at your T-shirt, but disciplined performance tonight.
Yeah, so we played well. But I thought the whole atmosphere was it was generated by Arsenal at the start. Something that we haven't really seen from Arsenal. They brought out these bags. They were calling flags for some reason. I don't know why they were calling them flags.
Dual purpose, mate. You know what I mean? You've got a bag to take home with you and do your shopping free of charge.
Yeah.
And it created a great atmosphere.
Unlike Claude, I was holding it up this way, which you can read what it says. No, but I thought that was a great atmosphere to start it off because the only time I've seen that really is FA Cup finals or at Wembley. So that started it off, and all the fans were behind Arsenal because of that.
And you know, as I said, it was a different type of performance to what you see Arsenal at home. You know, it's almost like you were there. It's like a game of chess at times where they had lots of possession, but it was about us stopping them from penetrating.
It was like watching Arsenal when they play Sunderland or West Ham, and then Sunderland go and nick it, or West Ham go and nick it. And that's how it is. Just to be honest, we nicked it tonight. We absolutely, it was a snatch and grab. And I thought...
Would you say snatch and grab? Why would you say snatch and grab? Because who had the best chances? Who had the better chances in the game?
Well, there was two very good chances for both teams, and both keepers made world-class.
So how's that a snatch and grab then?
Because they had all the ball and they were passing it around.
Yeah, they had a lot of the ball. This is what people say.
They had most of the ball.
It's what people say about us.
Arsenal, yeah.
Which is true sometimes. That we have a lot of the ball, but we didn't create much. They never really created a lot of real clear-cut chances.
And I have to say, when you play your first team and you play your main players, no matter who you're playing, when you are Arsenal and you are playing your full team, and there's no messing about by putting in anybody else that isn't in your first team, we have a chance against anybody. And
Wenger deserve a bit of credit tonight then?
He deserves a bit of credit. But what I say is, Ospina wasn't playing because he was injured. That's because he wasn't on the bench. That's why Ospina wasn't playing.
That's not why.
You're not giving him credit then.
But when you play the proper team, there was hardly any mistakes out there because I thought from a man, the only person who I thought should have scored was Walcott in the first half. He had a few good chances, but he was again that proved why the world class we need a world class striker, because he wasn't very clinical. And the only downside...
So Lewandowski never scored either tonight, and he's world class. You know, Muller's a world class striker out there tonight. He never scored either.
Lewandowski,
you know, so are you being a bit...
Lewandowski scored 5 in 9 minutes. So we know...
That's my mic, mate. You know
So we know. But as great as winning as it was, we've still got 3 points out of 3 games. And a team like Arsenal, I'd rather 9 than lost this one. But we won this one. I'm having fingers crossed. I think we can go and beat Bayern Munich out there, and then we can win the next 2 games up.
Confident then that we might get out of the group.
I'm saying we're going to top this group. A bit like you were saying, we're going to top this group, and Bayern Munich are going to come second. We're going to top and forget all this about let's chuck the Champions League, because I've heard most people say let's just play the reserves and chuck the Champions League. Arsenal won, if they're charging 60 to 70 quid for games out there. We're not going to chuck any game. We're in it to win it. If you're going to be in it, you may as well try and win it. Or if not, you're wasting my time and everybody's time. And last thing I'm going to say is, I was disappointed that Jurgen Klopp went to Anfield. I was hoping he would hang on for Arsenal. So now I'm a little bit scared. But I would like to say, now I'm a little bit scared they can do something. But I would like to say, well played to Arsenal. And
I've never, ever, seen such a dominant display of Bayern Munich like that. Do you know what I mean? All over them.
Can we... Now, listen, it's only 3 points. Let's not get carried away. It's only 3 points.
No. I'm going to get carried away. I'm getting carried away.